Hey guys, Micah from Black Bear Custom Kydex. I have a sheath to show you today for this Tops Sky Marshal. This is the first time I've done one for this sheath, or sorry, for this knife that I recall anyway. I've done one, I did another one that had almost an identical handle, I remember, but I can't recall what the knife was. Anybody have any ideas? Comment down below, let me know. Anyway, Sky Marshal, nice little Tonto. This is a very hefty little knife. All right. Customer asked me if I could, I think his name is Gerard, if I recall correctly. He asked me if I could build him a sheath that would be both Tech-Lock and Molly compatible, so that he can rock it on his pack or put it on his belt. So here we go. We've got this guy, flat black with hex cam. I forget which pattern this is. It's all black, gray, and white. Nice little hex cam variation there. He asked for this to be the color combo. Taco style sheath. To set up mollies on a taco sheath, you typically need to add some kind of plate. So that's what I've done here on the back. You can see I've just used one layer of this that I've folded over. So in essence, it's 2 layers of 0.080 hex cam. And what I do is I heat up a rectangle, I fold it on itself, and then I line the fold up with the top of the spine of the sheath here. That's why you see that alignment there. And then I mark off the drill holes, kind of stenciling through the sheath itself onto the plate. I drill it out. I find spacing for the lock, for whatever kind of belt carry or whatever kind of carry clips are going on it. In this case, molly locks. Drill those out, and then I just sand something down so that it all works together. Another feature on this sheath that you can see is a Sunto clipper compass right there on the front. It's a really nice compass. It's my favorite compass for putting on sheaths. You've probably seen this thing a lot in my work. The reason I like this compass so much is because not only is it a really reliable and accurate compass, it's also only about $15 to $20 through Amazon. So it's a really good price for a really nice high quality compass. And the best feature, whoops, as I throw it across the room here, hold on. Possibly the best feature about this compass is that it does have this little jaw on the bottom, the clipper, if you will. You can see there. And with that little tooth on the body of the compass, combined with the clipper there, all you have to do is find the distance from where it stops naturally to where that tooth is, drill a hole, and that tooth will seat right into that hole. So I've got this floated plate on here, the little bit of space between the plate and the sheath, and you just, what am I doing wrong here? There we go. You just slip the clipper underneath that plate, slide it to around where the tooth hits that hole, and you can hear it click in place. You can see that it lays nice and flush. If the camera will focus, you can see it lays nice and flush against that plate, and it has a bit of resistance to come off. When you do want to pull it off, you just kind of lift the front of the compass up and slide it off like so. Works really nicely. So based on the setup that he was requesting, what I decided to do here was make this ambidextrous. So you have the compass, this floated plate here. You can see that the back side, instead of just doing a riveted plate, I floated the plate on the back as well. I've also got that drill hole there on the back. So you can switch this around and wear it on either side, any of the setups, and have the compass be mounted on the side facing away from your body, which is what you should do. It's going to be hard to put it on the back with the molly locks on. It'll be a lot easier with the Tech-Lock, but I don't recommend that it be on the body side just because it's hard to get at when you're wearing it. So yeah, so that's what we got. Totally ambidextrous. And then of course the fit, got a nice click in, no rattle, no play, very good retention, and ballistic one-handed draw. Almost not ballistic. It does have one really interesting thing with the draw. Reason why it's not a fully ballistic sheath, if you notice, this is where all the retention is, but the length of the handle in front of that spot means that once it breaks the retention, there's that little secondary snag point as the rest of the handle is trying to draw through there. So it has to break free of that secondary position before it fully is able to deploy. When you do it quickly, you don't feel the two snags and it'll come right off. And as you're wearing it, of course, it's very easy to just, if you have it fixed in one position, it'll be very, very smooth, comfortable draw. So I like the feel of this. Came out really nice, but I always want your opinions down below. So comment down below. Let me know what you think of this sheath. I really like the idea of being able to use a tech lock and mollies on the same sheath. It just makes it more versatile. I really like this compass. If you're going to be doing any kind of orienteering out in the woods, testing your skills and navigation, then this is a great option for a compass. One other thing, I always say it, but I'll say it again. One reason that you need your compass to be removable from the sheath is obviously because there are metallic elements all around this, including the knife itself, and those will all screw the reading up. So you need to get the compass away from the metal, take an accurate reading, and press on. So, all right, that's what we got there. I feel like I had something else to say and I forgot. Oh yes, the tech lock. Okay, so the tech lock as it is will fit the same spacing as a molly lock. So you can have the tech lock hooked up, you know, it would be essentially the 4 holes that I'm closest to here with my fingers. You could set it up all 4 of those holes or just one set of those holes, which means you're going to have ride height options. You're going to have lateral options for spacing. And then you can also find angles with this as well. You can't really see it. It's going to be a little bit hard to show just because everything's still on it. But you can take the plate fully off the sheath. If you're going to use the tech lock, that's what I would do. Take the plate off the sheath altogether. I'm providing a second bag of hardware and spacers that are going to be more adept to working with just the tech lock without the plate, because you're obviously going to need shorter hardware if you get rid of some of the length or the width rather that you have to push through. But what you're going to want to do is for vertical carry, use the 1st and 3rd with the tech lock opening upward like so. 1st and 3rd drill hole. If you want horizontal carry, again, 1st and 3rd drill hole oriented like so. And then canted, you can actually use those same 2 drill holes. What I've been doing is if you space these 2 just a little bit wider than 1.5 inches, which is the true spacing center to center on these holes, if you space it just a little bit wider, then you can actually span a corner to the center hole on the opposite side. So this gap is wider than 1.5 inches, but if you spread these just a little bit wider than 1.5 inches, you're going to be able to cheat the distance on both sides of it. So you can go a little bit wider than 1.5 inches for the 1.5 inch spacing for vertical or horizontal, or you can go a little bit less than 1.5 inches for the canted spacing there. So if you're going to wear it canted, the angle would be, I'm going to keep the tech lock facing me so I can actually see, but this would be the angle right there that it would be carrying at. You can also tilt the tech lock another 90 degrees and change that angle to, if I can get it to fit, you can also make it ride at that angle if you really want to. So the whole point of the canted carry is so that if you wanted to carry it as a cross draw, right-handed cross draw for instance, it'd be on your left side tilted upward like that, and you'd reach across and draw it like so. I really like the idea of cross draw because in the case of, like, I carry a sidearm all the time, usually appendix, but maybe if I'm out in the woods I might carry it on my side or on my chest or something, but I'm a right-handed shooter, so I might want a cross draw setup so that I could reach across and deploy a blade left-handed if I ever needed to. Highly unlikely scenario, but why not be prepared? So anyway, that's just food for thought. I really like this sheath. I want your opinions down below. Tell me what you think of the sheath. Tell me what you think of the compass, the knife itself, Tops Sky Marshal, and what about the color combo here? I'm a big fan. I actually really like this a lot. So, all right, guys, thank you for sticking around and listening to me ramble. As always, like, share, comment, subscribe, and stick around for the next one. God bless.